Hello, everyone, and welcome to the post-game wrap-up show here on the Williams & Source, sponsored by Jack in the Box. I'm Steve Peak here on location at Independence High School, where it was hyped up as one of the biggest games of the season so far. And fans filing out right now as the game just concluded moments ago. We'll get to some of those highlights from the game. If you don't know by now, Ravenwood did beat Independence 21-7. It was a lot. I mean, it's close. It was close the whole way through. Independence had their share of opportunities. Now, before we get to any highlights, we're going to first talk about our athletes of the week, our Jack in the Box athletes of the week, and to recognize them for what they did. Starting first with our female athlete of the week, and that's Katie Collins from Christ Presbyterian Academy for her 2 big saves against Paige High School. And then the male athlete of the week is Malcolm Nicholson from Spring Hill, as he was able to score 3 touchdowns in his team's win last week. He scored 2 the game before and could have had 3 had he had the punt return not be called back. Now, when we come back, we have highlights from our game of the week here, Ravenwood Independence, and plenty more here on the Williams & Source.
I'm a lot more productive lately. You know, thinking big picture and coming up with new products like my 3 cheese and ham grilled sandwich. It's got a creamy tomato sauce, 3 kinds of real melting cheese, and thinly sliced ham on my grilled to perfection artisan bread. All because I got this robot handling the day-to-day stuff, which is super helpful. I wanted the corner piece. There's still a few bugs.
Like I said in the very beginning of the show, it was hyped up over every single media outlet in the area as being the biggest game in Williamson County, definitely in District 11 so far in 2014. Ravenwood undefeated, Independence undefeated, 2 explosive offenses, 2 strong defenses. We saw that today. Plenty of defensive play, plenty of solid defensive play by both of these teams. And as we'll get to the highlights, we'll see exactly what we're talking about. Ravenwood at Independence. Battle of the Unbeatens, as some had referred to it. And it was a fold-out chair room only in the end zone. Packed house overflowing behind the goalpost. Right here, Austin Percy seemed to have had a huge catch and run, but he fumbles. It's picked up by Independence, and they have the first big play of the night. But their good fortune would not last very long. After a 3-and-out, the punt is blocked, and it's picked up by William Frawley. He'll take it into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, Ravenwood. And look at that visiting section, making it feel like a home game for the Raptors. And then again, another big defensive play. There was a whole lot of this. A fumble recovered by Ravenwood. They got it back in Eagle territory. Then Cole Brown from the 30-yard line on 3rd down finds Van Jefferson. Touchdown Raptors. It's 14-0 in the first quarter. And the home crowd is stunned. But both defenses would tighten up. Ravenwood still not allowing. This is a good offensive Independence team. That's sacked by Sean Spence. And later on, Jeb Stewart getting into the backfield, taking Andrew Bunch down. I'm telling you what, this Ravenwood defense is very tough. And right before the half, maybe the catch of the year. Cole Brown looking deep downfield, and I don't know how, but Austin Percy makes that catch with a man draped all over him. The flag was pass interference on the defense, but Percy made that catch. Incredible. Let's see it again. Cole Brown looking deep, and this is just going, basically pulling his pads back. And Percy still somehow comes up with that catch. One of the best plays of the year so far. And then to start off the second half, here's Seth Hooner breaking tackles. A huge play. Independence on the opening drive of the third quarter are right back in the game. It's now 21-7. Confetti coming down over the student section. They're fired up. They got the home crowd back on their side, and anything can happen and Independence would get their chances to climb back into this game. Ravenwood on the next possession, trying a field goal, and it's wide left. No good. Independence takes over. And then this would be a huge play. Andrew Bunch, one of his best passes of the night, finds his man, and right when you think it's a big time play, fans going crazy, but wait a minute, Ravenwood has the football. What a turn of events that would end up being. Check it out again. You'll see Johnson fighting for space right there. The ball does come out. You can't really see from that angle when it exactly came out. You can see it free on the ground, and then again, still 21-7 Independence with the ball, and it's kicked off again. Nick Barton getting in for the interception. Ravenwood offense takes to the field again. And after a couple missed chances, another missed field goal, and going for it on fourth down in the red zone. This is with 1:30 left. Last chance for Independence. This pretty much sums it up. A 5-turnover day for the Eagles, as that one was picked off by Stephen Nash.
Four down, 11 more to go. Let's keep getting better. Break it down. I mean, I think I said it on some outlet earlier this week. You know, the defense is the strength of our football team. We're going to go as far as we can. It'll be because of our defense. We got some great players on offense, and we can do some wonderful things on offense, but we're not clicking on all cylinders right now on offense. You know, the way our defense played this game shouldn't have come down to the wire like that. You know, our defense played phenomenal. I couldn't say anything else about them. You know, we're happy with the win, but we've got a long way to go.
Our defense has been unbelievable. We stepped up against any offense. I feel like we can pull out anything. We're just a solid group of guys.
We're working that. We got to finish drives. We did a second half. We did a poor job of finishing drives, and that's on me. So we got to work hard as we can practice. Because our offense is pretty good, so we got to work on that, finishing them drives.
So Ravenwood wins it 21-7 over Independence. They stay undefeated and now stay atop District 11 here early in 2014. As you heard Coach Hester say, 4 down, 11 to go. That's their goal. Unfinished business for the Raptors. As we said in those highlights, Ravenwood, a very tough defense, able to contain a really tough, a really solid and well-rounded offense of Independence. And this is just how good this Ravenwood Raptor defense is and how good their team is. And like Coach Hester was saying, if they could finish some drives, this team could be scary good. Now, to more highlights, Rob Sykes was over at CPA Paige. We'll get to those highlights right now. It would be a challenge for the Patriots, though, as you see, the Lions getting to the Paige quarterback, getting the interception. It was all CPA. They had it. Paige was able to keep it close for a little while. Then you see Hockaday taking it the distance for the touchdown. CPA rolls to victory, 49-7. They're now 5-0. Paige 2-2. So much for my sleeper pick of the week. Like I said, it was going to take a lot for Paige to even be in this game. That's how good CPA is. It's not a knock on Paige at all. This is a really good Lion football team. They were one game shy of a state championship last season. Like I said, they're ready to go back. And I don't know who's going to beat them. You look at their schedule and you say, who's going to take down this CPA team? Now, when we come back, we do have more highlights. Fairview, Montgomery Central. And we'll get to some of the games that we weren't able to be at. We'll get to those scores as they come in. Thanks for watching the Williamson Source Wrap-Up Show, sponsored by Jack in the Box.
Attention Monster Taco fans! Get ready for a night of Monster Taco madness! With 2 new Monster Taco flavors from Jack in the Box, face off! Introducing the Bacon Ranch Monster Taco, crushing it with strips of bacon and creamy ranch versus the Nacho Monster Taco, coming hard with nacho cheese and jalapenos! Monster, Monster, Monster Tacos!
Too much?
Needs an explosion.
The best team in the state, that's pretty unanimous. Ensworth Tigers traveling to Father Ryan for a big division matchup there. If Father Ryan kept it close with Brentwood Academy, Rob Sykes was there. He has the highlights. And let's see if they could keep this one close and try to take down the #1 team in Tennessee. Father Ryan hanging in there against that #1 team, Ensworth. Made a game out of it, but still the Tigers are #1 for a reason as they were able to punch this one in for a touchdown, extending the lead. And then later on, the next quarter, the Crimson Tide commit Rico McGraw getting involved in the scoring for Ensworth. I think this game was a lot closer than the 18-point difference it ended up being. Ensworth making some plays late here in the fourth. They go on to win it 40-22. They're now 4-0 in the season. Father Ryan 3-2. So Fairview trying to battle back after that tough loss last week in a game where they led 21-7 in the fourth quarter, taking on Montgomery Central. This is the opening drive for Montgomery Central. Zimmerman on crutches on the sideline for Fairview. Obviously missing this game. Fairview missing him right here. Montgomery Central getting inside the 5-yard line, or right down to the 5-yard line. But the defense for Fairview holding them on third down, bringing up fourth, and Montgomery Central not settling for the field goal. They're going to go for it. Big play early in the first quarter. Fakes the pitch down, and at the last second, Delvin Dale finds his man for the touchdown. Montgomery Central go up 7-0. Next possession for Fairview. It's Brad Camp on third down, rolling out in a 20-yard strike to Drayvon Moore. Touchdown Fairview. We're tied at 7 apiece. And it would stay that way until the fourth quarter. We go to the fourth. Montgomery Central get the ball inside the 5 again. And then right here, Delvindale, well, he pretty much fooled everybody. That was the game-winning touchdown early in the fourth quarter. They win at 14-7. Fairview now 2-3. And a wild finish at Brentwood Academy. I feel like we just talked about this. It's like deja vu. The Eagles hosting MBA. We'll get to those highlights right now. Here's Ty Chandler. He is very good. Big game from MBA's running back, getting recruited by several big-time colleges. BA trying to get back into the game. Taking the handoff, getting inside the 5-yard line with Sean Brashers. And he would take it the rest of the way on the next play. Brashers touchdown. It would not be enough though. MBA stunning Brentwood Academy on their home field. They got the stops when they needed to late. And MBA goes on to win 52-44. The Montgomery Bell students piling onto the field. Brentwood Academy falls to 4-1.
Great weekend, and go Eagles.
Now to get to some scores from around Williamson County, games we weren't able to attend. The Franklin Rebels bouncing back against Shelbyville Central. Franklin took their first loss, and another team that took a tough loss last week, 31-28 on a field goal with 3 minutes to play. This game, though, they're bouncing back. Once again, Critchlow with a big game. They win it 30-13 over Shelbyville Central. The Brentwood Bruins get their first win of 2014. They beat Dixon County 38-10. As we see some of these scores up on the screen right now, Centennial winning 50-20, and then Spring Hill falling 36-13 to Marshall County. I still believe in this Raider team. It's a tough loss at home. We said this Marshall County team is very good. They took Independence right down to the wire in a 31-25 loss. So we know this Tiger team is going to make some noise in their district, obviously, and Spring Hill is too. We said last week, we found out if they were for real or not, and we did. This is still a good Spring Hill Raider team, and this is just a minor setback, I believe, in a 23-point loss to Marshall County at home, and we'll look for them to bounce back in Week 5. to get to some other scores from around Williamson County and beyond, we have FRA putting up some numbers. I questioned their offense in our preview show, and they proved me wrong and then some. 63-24. So that's how you shut somebody up. I was questioning FRA's offense in the preview show, saying they hadn't scored more than 28 points yet this season, and they proved me wrong in a big way. 63 points tonight, and that win over Davidson Academy. A huge district win for the Panthers as they get back to their winning ways. They are now 3-2 on the season, so a big win for FRA at home. And that'll do it for our wrap-up show. We do have more highlights, by the way, coming in on our Monday Sports Source highlight show. We will have those for the away games and the games we're able to get to here in this county. So you can see that. Also, our preview show on Thursday. I'd like to thank Chad Withrow of 104.5. And then, of course, Jack in the Box for sponsoring our show. We'll see you next time. We will see you on Monday for Sports Source. And we have more highlights to get to. We'll see you then.